Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to our Salem by Night Chronicle. I'm the Ravenous Archon. My name is Will, and I'll be your storyteller this evening. Last we left off, we got to see Tulip arrive at Kathy's new apartment that she shares with Teddy, and she spread the news of Manny's demise and the whole situation with the blood hunt that Otis had called, and Tulip also took the advantage to introduce her to two of the new Nosferatu in the city, Garrett and Theo. Garrett works at the coroner's office. Theo works at the university. She was told by Garrett that there are a few bodies that have been found in West Salem around bodies of water, and was shown a picture of a ritualistic scarring that has been showing up on people. That looks kind of like a swastika. Spoiler alert, it is not a swastika. But he's been seen on some of the Devil's Disciples. We also learned that there's a new bar where the Red Eye Lounge used to be. Theo has been appointed the warden of the hunting grounds at the universities to kind of stymie some of the overfeeding that's been going on since the domains have been shuffling around. Kathy shared the image with the rest of the group. Carl managed to dig up some information about that symbol being used by Nazi commandos in World War II that were called the Führer's Fenrir. That were supposed to be a little bit stronger, a little bit hardier, and reported to Hitler himself. They also met with Samantha Crushing, and she told them that she had signed over the last call to Erickson Wood once already, and that she was glad to be rid of it after hearing about the werewolf attack. But she also revealed that Davies had been the one to buy the property after Erickson let the bank take over. Marcus told the coterie about the assault that happened on the disciples by the Free Souls, how he had heard about that, and then having jumped forward couple days, the group was called in to meet with an Ethan Farrelly, who is one of the Ventru in the city, and he explained that his ghoul had been at the club over the weekend, and she had lost chunks of time that she attributed to the use of Dominate on her. He shared a picture of her, and then Ivory asked Benjamin to check the security logs for the weekend. While Ivory was gone, Ethan subtly described how this was distasteful, and that it would be terrible to have the loss of support from the Ventru in an establishment like this. But he left his fancy business card with them just in case they needed to reach him. And after he left, the coterie saw the video, and they got to see that during the Elysium, Ethan and the other Ventru had gathered after the declaration of the blood hunt, and they left one after the other. And though Ethan's ghoul had stayed behind, they noticed that she was pulled into one of the camera's blind spots, and they did notice that although she cast a reflection on the marble flooring from the light fixtures, whoever pulled her into that corner did not have a reflection. And as such, we established there are no La Sombra in the Camarilla part of the city. And after using Scry the Soul on Benjamin, I noticed some black tendrils swirling around his head that dispersed when they were observed. We left off with the coterie digesting all the new information and scaring off a possible applicant for a job. And that's where we're going to find our little trio of miscreants. Hello, guys. It's good to see all of you again. Getting the band back together.
Yeah.
So, it is still Monday. It's much later in the evening now. It's around midnight. Once you're done with all the video business, how do you want to proceed with the evening? It is the 30th of June, so the full moon is coming up.
I did want to think of one thing. Is there a possibility to compare our memories to the video and see if there's anybody that doesn't show up on the video that we remember?
Oh. Yeah, actually. I would say you guys could roll intelligence and awareness or composure and awareness. Whichever ones you'd like.
Composure gives me 5. So
Okay.
you guys gonna try this too?
Yes, I am. I got intelligence.
Okay. Yeah. 3 successes for Ivory.
Sorry, guys, I'm working on it.
That's fine.
It's been a bit. So for me, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And we said it was intelligence and what else?
And awareness.
Okay.
Yeah. Everybody should be a hunger 1, so you should have 1 hunger dice among your
So like
pool.
4, 5, 6.
Hmm. I mean, the target.
You're muted.
Yep.
Sorry, I muted when I was coughing. I forgot to turn back on.
Yeah.
2.
2. Okay.
So I have a 10, an 8, a 9, a 6, a 4, and a 4.
Okay. Between the 3 of you, as you start looking at the video and you start seeing the events unfolding, everything kind of plays out the way it does in the video. Nothing seems to have affected either of you. You do remember seeing a figure kind of going in the direction of the blind spot, but turning away from it. Almost like they had second thoughts about being in that area. And
Do we know who that was?
no one between the 3 of you.
Everybody up there I would know.
Yeah, between the 3 of you, it's all a fog of who he is. You know it's a he, but otherwise everything seems like he's a blank slate.
Sounds like someone did something that they weren't supposed to our brains.
Would that be what obfuscate would do, or is this something different?
Shadows.
I know, but
if it is obfuscated, it is a very different use of it. Definitely one that hasn't been seen around here in some time, if at all.
Sometime.
and this is Monday.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. So this must have been Friday and Saturday.
Hmm.
We already looked through the guest list, right?
Yep. Everybody that's been that was there was a vampire that has officially been recognized by Otis.
But they used Dominate to get in. So they wiped the memory of whoever was at the gate and used Dominate to get in.
What about cameras across the street?
I don't think
there any?
I don't think there are any.
Yeah, remember in the
I mean, we
it would be
do have
a lot less.
cameras at the door, but
Yeah.
it's not showing up. I don't think he shows up on camera. That's the problem.
It's like there is a not a glitch, but there is a fuzz around him.
Would we be able to tell if it's natural or not?
You know that there's no camera that can't pick up obfuscate. Like you can't hide from a camera. So it's not something that falls in that realm.
Okay.
That's something
our
very
mem-
different.
Okay.
Yeah. The not being able to be seen in mirrors, does that also go with cameras? Is that
Depends on the camera.
Yeah.
I mean, at least in
well in the 80s they wouldn't be digital.
Yeah, they wouldn't be.
Yeah.
They wouldn't be. So it wouldn't. No reflection, because there's no cameras that have the reflective. Lens.
We have a detective, right?
Yeah. Scotland Yard.
So
You hate him.
we know where this guy was. Whereabouts? Would we fingerprint the area?
Yeah. I mean, you're looking at Monday night compared to Friday and Saturday.
We haven't had a lot of people upstairs though.
You might get lucky.
Is the yeah.
I mean, it's something.
Yeah.
Can Benjamin handle that?
Yeah. It'll take an hour to just scour that area.
Kind of get a
yeah,
feel.
it's definitely worth a shot.
Yeah.
Or like I don't know.
Anything else while he's
She would
doing that?
also
Anything else while he's doing that?
she would also check Billy for the
Oh, the
tendrils?
swirls? They're
Yeah.
there.
Fine.
They're not as pronounced,
Okay.
but they're there. And again, they disperse the
And
moment they've
check-
seen.
These two. Just if you guys are cool with that.
Yeah,
Are you guys cool if I scry your souls?
check your
Sure.
auras?
Yeah.
I mean,
Already touched my
can't
blood,
stop you.
so-
You don't know that.
It was never proven.
Yeah.
Do you want me to roll for it or
No. There's
Okay.
no tendrils to them.
okay.
Which would make sense because I wasn't there that night.
But Carl was.
I was. Can't be too sure.
Yeah.
Where was Billy that night? Like where was he in the proximity of all this?
At the door or at the gate.
Okay.
Somewhere
And the other-
in the path up to the second story.
And the other guy that you scribed, was he in the same proximity or was he further back or upstairs?
Benjamin was probably in the security room.
The whole
Okay.
time?
Not
So
the
we
whole
got
time.
in the security room?
And that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Not the whole time, but
Well, evidently this guy got to him, so
So that means you
don't like that. Do we have
It goes there.
security of the security room?
there's a camera outside in the hallway that looks down the hallway where the security room is.
Can we check that footage?
Yeah. There's nobody that comes in that isn't allowed. It's always coming and going. Benjamin leaves twice during the night. Billy comes in once.
How did Billy come in?
Billy came in right before Benjamin left the first time. And then when he came back, they switched off again. The second time that Benjamin left, Billy did not come in to cover for him.
I have a question. Could these pass on to people?
What do you mean?
The
So-
tendrils?
Like in a proximity thing, kind of like if they touch or if you say something, or is that a possibility? Can it pass like that?
You've never seen anything like this before.
Yeah.
So anything is possible right now.
Is there anyone else on her staff that has it?
If you start pulling people, only the ghouls have the tendrils.
Okay.
Like the people that are mortal doesn't look like they were bothered.
Okay. I was wondering if maybe we could trace where he was by where the staff was.
Mhm.
But not people, not vampires, ghouls. Why ghouls?
Well, ghouls can get close to their patron.
Is it all the ghouls that have it?
I mean, you've checked Billy and Benjamin.
Yeah, and Ethan said that his had it.
Yeah.
So this guy's been touching the ghouls. Interesting.
Yeah. The cat doesn't have it.
Well, the cat wasn't there that night.
Correct.
I was just gonna ask, are we gonna have to interrogate the cat? Like, what are we gonna
So there's your control.
do? Yeah.
So it
Well,
seems
yeah, I was
like,
gonna say, if you put the cat next to Benjamin or the other guy, does it spread or just
don't
out of
touch my
curiosity?
cat.
Yeah, but we need him.
Don't touch my cat. That's simple. Don't
Does
touch my
it
cat.
seem like when I scry it makes it go away, or does it come back if I do it again?
It doesn't. It looks like
Okay.
like whatever you are observing is caught and has retreated.
So is he using it to spy?
Well, he's using it to control them.
Control
Because, like,
them,
who's not-
spy, something.
Mhm.
I mean, he could use dominate to make them come in too, but you use something else to make them forget about that.
Right, and this,
And
Or forget
then,
who he is.
yeah.
yeah, that would require implanting and then an order. Which I know I can't do yet.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's no way to reverse a dominate, right?
Not that you know
Well,
of.
you can undo the memory, but you can't like.
Can you?
You can't. Yeah, you can rewrite memories.
Well, rewrite, yes, but can you unrewrite?
Oh, you mean like go in and? I mean, I guess you could if you hit him
Erase it.
again. If you could rewrite the original memory, I think it
Well,
would just be like
what I mean is, can you
sloppy
bring it back?
copy
Can you
pasting.
bring back the original memory?
A vampire cannot do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say in theory maybe, but I don't
Yes.
We
think so.
need a mage.
No. Well, yeah, there's a
No?
mage. A mage could do it.
Blind mage.
The angle that I went to immediately was the Nemoi in Wraith.
Mm.
Oh shit! Yeah, didn't even think about them.
Yeah, the Nemoi are all about memories.
Yeah. Hey, you know one. Anyway.
New.
Mm.
They gone now.
no.
Yeah, they gone now.
All right. So what can we do to catch this guy if he comes back? What can we put up? What parameters, what measures, what is there any wards? Is there any traps or anything that so we can catch this guy?
Well, we already have what up the ward against ghouls, right?
Against ghouls?
Yeah, when we want to trigger it. It doesn't have to be always active.
We have a ward against ghouls?
Yeah, remember when we were setting up the club?
Okay. What does it do?
Well, let's pull my book just to be sure. It's basically that they can't enter without like a token or something. Or willpower
Really?
test.
Do we need to rewrite something?
No, you can activate that. That's not always on.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
not?
like it's a defensive measure. You know, like it's not a
Okay.
it's a we're under siege, activate the fucking defenses.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so it's not on all the time.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It would
So
be
where's
really
that-
bad for Billy and Benjamin.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, they'd have a token, but
Right. And the cat.
Hey, my catalog.
you have to put it on the collar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So what other wards do we have?
I think that was the main one, all right?
Is
Yeah.
there one against fire?
I know there was 2 defensive wards. I know the ghouls was one of them.
Yeah, I'm trying to look where we put that. I don't see.
Was it lupines?
Might have
Do
been.
you have lupines yet?
No.
Hold on. Let's see. Because I know I spent the XP to get certain wards.
Yeah.
Wards against ghouls, wards against lupines, yeah.
Okay. That might be good, considering.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, good to remember that.
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna figure it out, guys. Not with a little bit of information we have.
No, we need to set some sort of trap. Something.
But you don't even know what it is. It's just black fog.
Well, we saw a reflection of her and he didn't show up. So that tells me he has that flaw
Mm-hmm.
that he can't be seen.
So is
In
there a
mirrors.
word for... Okay, that's awesome. Is there a word for people who can't be seen in mirrors?
Not a ward,
No.
but there might be able to be a test for that.
Start putting mirrors up there.
Against the people who use Dominate to get in past the gate?
He wasn't doing it to the main staff though. So I don't know.
Add more mirrors. So the reflections get caught on the cameras, I guess.
Yeah.
That
Like set it up like as everybody's walking in, everybody should show up in a reflection in
Yeah.
the camera.
Yeah, something like that.
Selfie.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah, set up a mirror with a camera pointed at it
Yeah.
so that you can
Add
see the
props.
people and the reflection.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not difficult to do.
Yeah.
So let Benjamin know that. And whoever is like keeping an eye on that video, I need to check periodically that they haven't been touched, so to speak.
Okay.
Or one of us actually man that camera.
Yeah.
We can certainly in our we can take turns, but like I don't think we're gonna be able to do that if we're out doing other stuff too.
Well, yeah, I know, but this
can
is
take-
somewhat of a priority because we can't let this happen.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
Or I can't let this happen. I would appreciate your help
No.
in
You're
taking
certainly
care of this.
ghoul another person to just have them watch it.
I have a question. How do they know that these people were your ghouls?
Well, I don't know.
That's
They
the
weren't
question,
there.
isn't it?
What I'm saying is, if they knew that you were ghouls, can't you make one in private that only you would know was a ghoul?
If I knew someone to do that with. But
That takes time. I mean, well, you can technically grab somebody off the street and go do it.
let's not.
But you know,
Yeah.
that raises its own issues.
Yeah.
My ghouls are animals or would offer help.
Yeah.
You just have the cat sitting there watching the monitor.
Pretty much.
Just hand the little paw on the joystick.
I was trying to figure it out.
After the
You give
hour,
a little
Benjamin.
rollerball.
Yeah, Benjamin Says that he has a plethora of fingerprints, so he can pass them along to see if they exist in the police department's data file, and he'll also send the copy over across the pond.
Okay.
Tell him to look for the ones that are specifically male, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can
Maybe
narrow it
committed a
down.
crime.
Yep.
All right.
Benjamin, do you have any other ideas? I mean, this is your forte.
The mirror with the camera at the entrance is a good start. Seeing that he is targeting ghouls, I would send a word out not to have any brought to the establishment for the foreseeable future. Just to start to create a control group from those that are here, like the cat, myself, and Billy.
I hate putting that out, but
Don't do it. They'll just find another way to get in. I'm telling you. Have it pass between the people you trust, and see. Listen, the only way you're going to find out who's telling your secrets is by telling them different ways to each person. So I wouldn't give out any weaknesses at a time that your weaknesses are being exploited. But I'm not the master of the club. I just work here.
you do?
I was to say, since when?
I'll have to look at your employment record.
She proceeds to eat more chips.
But he takes off and starts to prepare the prints that he has, runs the copier and fax machine, faxes across the pond.
How big is this pond?
I assume he dismissed ours.
Yeah.
Does
Ours.
this world do vampires leave fingerprints? I forget. So we don't really secrete oils anymore.
It's not oils though. It's the actual imprint of your finger.
If there's something to imprint on.
Yeah, but yeah, the oils are what's left.
Yeah.
So,
You'd
I
have
don't
to
know.
you'd have to use Blush of Life. If you've had Blush of Life active, then you probably do leave a fingerprint.
Yeah. I say otherwise we're just
Yeah.
leaving smudges because like to get the actual definition, it's the oils and maybe like if we had like powder on our hands or blood or something. Yeah, it's
Well,
different. But
my thought is the ghouls that were in that corner or people who have entered that corner specifically that are not vampires. We can rule them out, which leaves vampires. Is the thought process.
I don't know, I'm just saying, like I couldn't remember if we did in this world or not.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
I forgot what we were supposed to do next.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, we're doing an investigation on who took out Manny. We're doing an investigation on this happening in the thing, and we're supposed to get someone on the inside at the hospital
To the hospital.
Yeah. I think they told Kathy, maybe.
Hmm.
I don't know. They told Kathy about the dude that they saw that was really powerful. I'm trying to remember all the details.
You're fine.
And evidently he is a bigwig in the spot, and we're supposed to try and keep an eye on him. He's working at the hospital, evidently.
Oh yeah. I remember now.
Yeah.
To the hospital.
So we need to find someone. What was the name of the doctor?
Stanton?
Yeah.
Eugene Stanton?
Yes, the bishop advisor.
And we were supposed to get him to turn to us?
No, that's
No. We're supposed to keep an eye on him.
He's the Sabat psycho.
Okay.
He was really, really strong.
Yep.
And Otis wanted us to get someone in there to keep an eye on him.
She looks at Carl. That sounds like a dominate issue to me.
Well, that's the brute force method. I figured as a gatherer of secrets, you might be able to do better than that.
A gatherer of secrets. Let's go. Oh.
I mean, like, yes, I can grab some random schmuck and tell him to watch this guy, but that's going to be... He's going to do it in the clunkiest way possible, I bet.
Yeah, but there's no leverage over at the hospital for me to use.
Yeah, the problem is I don't know anybody there.
And I don't know anyone either, so you can't blackmail or subdue. So dominate. Go dominate.
So, also, what about leaving... I don't know how much control you have. I know you have some control over cats and whatnot. Can you control birds?
She points to the two cats.
Saying you could use birds as at least an aerial point of view on this guy for the moment.
Not good. Let me see.
Inside, obviously, the hospital, yeah, we're going to need a human. They don't take kindly to animals inside, generally.
You don't.
No, but rats. You have rats.
Yeah, they tend to hunt them down, though. I mean, how many hospitals have you seen with rats? Like good hospitals. I mean, how good of a hospital are we talking about? It could be true. It could be tons of rats in there.
At Salem General, so it's the main hospital.
Yeah, but how good of a hospital? Are we talking like... I don't see it as Baptist, but, you know, like, I've seen some inner city hospitals that are in the real world.
Yeah. This is General is off of the street that on the university is on the street of, so they've probably been taken care of by the city and they funnel med students back and forth.
Okay, so they're probably clean and shit.
Yeah.
Unlikely to have rats running around without a hubbub.
Yeah. I assume they have cameras at the hospital.
I'm sure they have some.
Yeah. Couple here and there.
Why? What are you thinking?
Well, I'm thinking either like hacking or like getting someone in the tech house or security, not somebody who's real close to him, because that's a problem.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I would do nurses. Nurses are... Ooh.
I thought about nurses, but...
Does anyone have disguise? Or something similar? Like, oh, you could do it. You could go in and pretend to be a nurse and get chismoso. It wouldn't be that hard to swipe a badge. I can do that.
Well, in the 80s, they probably didn't have a badge, but not
Keys.
not a swiper key.
No. Swiper, no swiping.
So how would you get into the restricted sections then? Keys? Like actual?
Yeah, like actual physical keys. Yeah, or keypads maybe.
Maybe.
But there was a lot of key. There was a lot of keys being used. I remember.
Yeah.
I unfortunately had to go to the hospital more than once during my childhood, and there was definitely a lot of keys running around.
Was there a master keys?
Sometimes.
I'm sure there is somewhere a master key.
I mean, the janitors.
Well,
yeah,
I'm having
exactly.
a bad idea. I was about to say, I'm having a really bad idea.
I was just having a Zelda. I was just having a Zelda Your Link moment.
Mm-hmm.
Go find the master key, Kathy.
Yeah.
It works. We can also look in files, and that's how you would get blackmail because he's not doing his shit right. You could actually hold him up to the bar standards if he actually cares about being a doctor.
No, I don't think he does, and he'll just dominate his way out of it.
Yeah. You hear Billy from downstairs. Ma'am, I couldn't stop him. I apologize. And you see coming up the stairs is Barnaby.
Oh, God.
Who's this fucker?
She closes her eyes, takes a deep breath.
And he just beelines straight for Ivory and just puts his hands on her shoulders, just like, I have heard
Can I?
distressing news, and I want to make sure that you are, above all else, fine.
Distressing news.
Mm.
And what's that?
Ghouls are under attack.
And where did you hear this from?
The Ventru are all up in arms about it. Ruined
Wonderful.
my dinner.
Well, so much for keeping secrets.
We're having a beautifully nice chat with Virginia and nowhere. Yeah, Virginia Coulson.
You were talking to her?
She had invited me over for dinner.
She leans over. Who's Virginia Coulson?
She just applied here.
No, that was
That's
Valor.
what it was. Hmm?
Valor. Virginia.
Oh,
Valor.
okay. There's too many.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, who is this person?
Uh,
Now, Virginia
Who
Hope
is-
Coulson is one of the Ventru in the city.
Yeah, wasn't she
Okay.
the Primogen? No,
The
she
new
was.
Primogen?
No.
No,
who is
she
the
was.
new Primogen for the Ventru?
Oh,
No,
it doesn't
I
have one.
Okay.
He is the Ventru vote.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
He was big on not having a second Ventru vote in the Primogen Council.
Okay.
But he just kind of like rubs the top of your arms, and he's just it's so troubling to know that this city is not safe. We should go back to Paris.
Well, I've never been to Paris, so I couldn't go back. But if you feel that you need to go, I would really understand.
No, I can't leave you here unattended with the lions.
It's okay. She's got lions of her own. Do you like being touched like this? It's creepy.
Please,
So,
child.
Kathy, this is my sire,
Oh.
Yes.
Barnaby.
Oh. That didn't answer my
Barnabas.
question.
Yes. Wait,
Do you like him touching you like that?
maybe let the adults talk, child, and step off to the side, please.
You can definitely step somewhere. I have no problem with that. You came
Uh,
up here running. I don't think you were invited.
He
Kathy, please.
Mm.
Mm-mm. Oh, where is it? He looks at you, Kathy. Just kind of takes a
Oh, boy.
measure of you, up and down, and he just sneers like only an upper clan can. A high clan to a low clan.
I'll give him some low he can do.
He just points to a chair and he goes, "Have a seat."
Can I roll my fault? Is he dominating?
Yes. So you get to
Cool.
roll
Can I roll-
your intelligence and your resolve.
Awesome. Alright. Because fortitude has something nice about or is it putting it on?
Mm,
Give me a second.
yeah.
So I can add as dots in fortitude as extra dice in any roll to resist the dominate.
Yeah.
Because I have fortitude. I have unswayable mind.
Mhm.
The only reason why I didn't use it on Carl is because I like Carl. So that's 2. If I succeed in this, it's gonna be fun.
This is a
Yeah.
heck of an insult
If-
to use it and
It
dominate.
is.
And when he does that, I'm looking at you, Ivory, to see because I'm like about to like start boiling some or not some blood magic going to start falling.
I have a
Oh,
question. What'd you say I could roll, Will?
It is intelligence
Now
and
you're just
resolve.
talking
All right, so 1, 2,
This
3,
might be
4,
a
5,
doomed
6,
effort,
7.
but
So that's 4, 5, 6, 7 plus 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, 7 plus 2.
If Carl looks like he's going to do something, she kind of puts her hand subtly.
Hold on.
okay.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
No.
There it is. So that's 7.
You are dealing with somebody that is not a nice person and used to being in power.
10, 8, 9, 5, 6, 4, 1.
Okay. 4 successes.
But doesn't
Nowhere.
the 10 count? Oh, okay.
No. It's only when they're paired up.
Damn. All right.
Nowhere near his 7.
Well, I tried.
So yeah. So
I blame the one.
he points at the chair. He tells you to go have a seat, and you don't know why, but you go over and you sit down.
But he said have a seat in the chair?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can do this.
Yeah.
He points to the chair and says have a seat?
Yep.
Now, how does dominate work exactly? I just get up and I walk, or do I still have control over some limbs so long as I walk to the seat?
You adhere to the letter of the law. So
What does that mean?
until the command is over, you have to do what he said to do. So you could go over to it and pick it up because that's taking the seat. But
That's exactly what I do.
you walk over there. You walk away from them.
Oh, that's perfectly fine, but I still pick up the seat.
Yeah. And then you come to your senses and realize where you are.
Mm-hmm.
Now that the trash has left the area, do you need anything from me? And this goes for you as well, Mr. Keller. I can appreciate someone of your nobility. The Tremere have fought very hard for their place.
I'd argue that the Nosferatu are very well earned their place over the centuries, but
I did have a question. Perhaps you might know this.
Hmm.
I did scry the soul on Benjamin, and he had some black tendrils in his aura, and then they went away.
Has he been
when I did
embraced?
it. Embraced?
Tendrils are a sign of the arborist. Ghoul should have no
No, they shouldn't.
ability to show tendrils like that.
But it left. It went away, and they didn't come back.
Mhm.
So it's like something was
like a
haunting them?
pollution, like almost a pollution of their aura.
Strange.
Yes.
It's been some time, but there are practitioners of our power to extend our senses. But I've only ever heard of one extension. It's a taxing ability. To have it be on more than one would require powerful creature. Someone from the old world. Or someone that has cheated their way down.
Could it have something to do? We also know that this being does not have a reflection. That points to possibly La Sombra.
Possibly.
Could they have a thing with shadows, correct?
Yes. They can pull them.
Is there anything that they could do that would do something like that to ghouls?
That would be a new use of that ability. That would be frightening in its own regard.
Yeah, I don't even know what it does exactly. I don't know if it's a way to spy, if it's just a handprint that they did something. I don't know. But
We'll ask around if that helps.
discreetly.
So, not the venture is what I'm hearing.
Well, yeah. Yes.
Understood. Very well. I'll go and speak to Geraldine right now.
Thank you.
And he extends his hand out to you, Carl.
Shake it.
Mr. Keller, always a pleasure.
Nod.
And he turns and walks out.
Bite my hand on a thing.
Yeah. Might be the first useful thing he might do.
It touched me.
Cooties.
No.
Dude, I was about to. I don't know what I was gonna do. Not exactly physical, but I was gonna do something.
Yeah.
Drop him, make him hungry or something. I don't know. Throw him off his game a bit.
Yeah.
Fuck him up.
I tried.
Don't worry. Next,
Roll like shit tonight.
I'm all beating on for blood boiling next. Oh, I can't wait. Then we're gonna have some fun.
Ivory will turn to Kathy. I'm very sorry about that.
Cool. I look at my cat. Follow him.
Walks off.
I
don't know the cat
do not
lives
have a
anymore.
great relationship with him, but he thinks I do.
We have a name for that.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm aware. I've been dealing with men like this for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
But he is very powerful. And he could smush you like a bug.
Probably.
And I really
But I'll
don't
get
want
some
him
for you,
to.
baby.
He looks at just about everybody as his own playthings.
Yes, I've run into his kind before. They're not uncommon in my clan as well. Everybody's an experiment or a subject.
It's okay. What's that saying about the
Graduations
bigger they are, the harder it falls, and nonsense like that? I'm not worried about it.
The beauty of eternity.
Yeah, Geraldine is able to deal with him as she made him. So
What? Ice Lady made that asshole? That wasn't for effect. I'm sorry, I'm actually choking.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Sometimes people make mistakes.
Oh, that must be a headache. That's like the black sheep.
Always be careful as to who you embrace.
Yep.
You will have to spend eternity with them.
That must have been one hell of a night.
I have yet to hear the story.
Oh, what a night.
Yeah. But he arrived pretty recently.
So I can tell. I don't think I've ever seen somebody touch you like that.
Ugh. Takes everything I can.
I'm just saying he's a man in some parts.
Yeah, it doesn't have the
One
effect
swift
anymore.
It doesn't? One swift kick? You would still have nerves.
It's not the same.
I'll find a way. A little fire. Always helps. You know, I have a great friend who
Fire
likes
does
fire.
everything. I don't think that matters for vampire immortal.
Anyway, we
Yeah.
were gonna go to the hospital. Is that still?
Oh yeah, I'm down. Let's go get
Yeah,
cut.
no. Let's do a little Mission Impossible.
Oh,
Is the plan actually me stealing some keys and then trying to find this guy and then going in and seeing all the like camera? I just need to know before like I die.
Yeah, I'm done with you going to get keys.
All right, let's go get keys. I'll do a little key on the side.
I can do some distraction.
okay. All three of you are rolling up on the hospital?
Yeah.
I have my other cat. I'm like, let's go.
Yeah.
I wonder if I could. All right.
All right. Are we taking the car? Billy?
Sure.
Okay.
That's fine.
It's been a while since we've had all of us.
Yeah. It is an uneventful drive over to the hospital. It's not too far from the club. And between the three of you, what happened?
Did Mission Impossible come out around the 80s?
No, it's earlier.
Oh yeah,
than
that
right?
the TV show was in the 70s.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
And it has
that's still there.
whatever theme song was playing. That's Kathy going da-na-na,
Yeah.
da-na-na.
Between the three of you, it's not hard to find a janitor and take his keys. So you have that now.
To the operating room, not the operating room. The surveillance
Security?
room. Yes.
Yep. There's a small rinky-dink room. Couple TVs. It looks like they only have a dozen cameras over the whole hospital, and they're mostly all on the first floor. There's nothing really.
As we were waiting to get the keys, could I figure out where maybe Stanton's office was or where he's working? Is there a
There's a directory.
director? Yeah.
Yeah, Stanton's not one of the names on the directory.
Okay.
It could be not like a resident or like a resident, I guess.
It could be a visiting.
Right. Somebody who doesn't have a normal office there, does operations or visits or whatever.
Yeah. But there's a single guy, older gentleman, sitting on a office chair, dead asleep.
Are these VHSs?
Well, Betamax.
Oh
Can I
god.
pop them out and take them with me?
Yeah.
All right. I'm now gonna have a collection of Betamaxes.
The most boring Betamaxes ever.
Okay. We can do that.
And then we can take them back and watch them in the safety and security of the club.
Yep.
No, I agree.
I think Ivory's going to do one of her find out information things, using awe and acting a little ditzy at the front desk.
Oh,
Okay.
I was hoping you're gonna be a nurse. I had a perfect costume for you.
Okay.
Hi. So I'm supposed to I know it's late, but I was supposed to Dr. Stanton, is he here? Do you know him? Do you know where I find him?
The older nurse looks up from the counter. Oh, he's new. I haven't met him. Let me call upstairs and see if he's around.
Thank you.
Yep. You see her open up this thick 3-ring binder, and she shuffles through some pages.
I kind of lean on the thing and kind of look over and get the number
Yeah. She goes into the surgery part of the binder,
Okay.
and you see her kind of scrolling down her finger until she finds a name. It's not Eugene Stanton, but she picks up the phone, dials the extension. Margot, is Dr. Stanton up there? It's Colleen down at the entrance, and there's a little bit of muffled response.
Can I hear it?
Oh. What's your aspects? 3?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. You hear, oh, he's just gone into surgery. And you hear Colleen, you know how long he's going to be? And the response is, no, it shouldn't be more than a couple of hours, though. It's a simple bullet removal. Gang members from Disciples. And she's like, yeah, say no more. I know exactly the type. Thank you. And she hangs up. And she looks up at you. He's just gone into surgery, so he'll be a couple of hours.
Okay. Well, thank you.
No problem. Have a good night.
You too. And she goes out.
Mhm.
She will relay that. So he's actually working.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And that's just butchery, because I would get noticed.
Although he's probably working.
Huh.
I'm still gonna do the file idea. Do we have any idea where his office might be?
Since he's in surgery. Mhm.
I'm gonna steal some things. I'm gonna do it.
Well, I know
At
the
my big-
floor. He's on the surgical floor. But I don't know if he has his own office. If he's
all doctors do. Well, they have like a general area.
he might have a
Yeah.
locker.
I like this locker idea.
True. Yeah,
Well,
definitely.
I see
Well,
that based on Will. Will, can I find this dude's things?
I mean, you can go to where the doctor's lockers are.
Okay.
They're not labeled. They're all numbered.
Okay. How many are there?
About 4 dozen. Double stacked.
Is there anything we could do to narrow that down? Let's see.
Do you have the flexibility for that where you can touch things, psychometry?
No, I do not have psychometry.
But I might have something that, hold on, hopefully I can enhance my smell a little bit.
Do you know what he smells like?
Blood. Psycho?
Well, okay, they're doctors.
Yep.
They might all smell like blood.
Yep.
Especially in a surgery ward. That might not be helpful.
Let's see.
Yeah.
I mean, this might be a back-assward way of doing it, but I could technically do trail of the prey. We know where he is, and just kind of walk our way backwards.
I like this.
I mean, that would take you to the operating room that he's in.
Right, but
not to his locker.
Might be a problem.
Right, but it doesn't follow his steps like throughout the day. Like, is it a direct line to where he is now?
Where's the cameras?
The line to where he is now. They're all downstairs.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, we're upstairs.
I was thinking more of a trail, as opposed to a direct line.
Well, you did see him We saw him.
Yeah.
Hmm.
A version of him, yes.
Yes.
Fair.
That's
Because
true.
he is a shapeshifter.
Yes. But we did see a picture of another version of him too.
Mm-hmm. You
Because
got
Coulson showed us
angles.
that. How to find out what we weren't close enough to get a smell.
Lockers are numbered. Those numbers have to exist somewhere in a mainframe.
Maybe.
Yeah,
No, they
I'm
do.
sure there's a list. I'm sure there's a list somewhere.
That
Where,
would
which locker
probably
is assigned who?
Look around the locker area. Is there a list?
Not out in the open, no.
Is there anywhere that would look like it might hold a list?
In the room?
Like a cabinet?
Not really. It's kind of like a theatrical green room. So there's a big round table in the corner that has about 6 chairs. There's 2 sofas, a love seat, a small coffee table, a TV in the corner. And then
He's the
there's
surgical doctor?
it's one
He's
of them, yeah.
asurgical.
There's a door that leads to a double bathroom, men's and women's, and then there's a shower in the middle.
Who's the chief of surgery? That should be labeled somewhere on the actual hospital.
Yeah. If you go back down to the director, you can get that information.
Yep. I'm gonna do that, try to get there, and then I'm gonna get to that office and I'm gonna see if they have anything to tell us where this thing is labeled.
So, just for clarification, in the illuminate the trail of prey, it does say, the path taken over the last 24 hours.
Okay.
Oh, that's a better idea. Less waste of time.
Yeah. All right. Roll. And do you have the materials for it?
Always.
Okay.
This
Is
means
just
there's
a
files of blood
ribbon.
around.
Okay, so fire. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a ribbon. All right, let's do this. So, what was it? It is intelligence plus blood sorcery.
Mm-hmm.
It's 10. 7. 7. Alright, so no critical on the hunger die at all, either way. So it looks like 5 successes
Yep.
with 110.
So your hunger goes up by 1 because you need to give up some of your blood for this.
Yep. Okay.
Does it have to be your blood?
Yep.
I believe so.
Yep.
Original soaks ribbon in their own blood. Yeah, setting the light.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We're in a hospital where there's literally blood everywhere, so I was like,
Yeah, it's fine. You have to go to the blood banks and all that, but I will take the blood hat.
Okay. Yep. You definitely got the threshold because it's 5 successes. You see his trail definitely comes into this room and then it goes out of, comes in, it meanders around some of the lockers. It goes over, it looks like it sits down, it stops at one of the seats. It goes into the bathroom, comes out, comes over, meanders around a different set of lockers, and then it goes out of the room.
Okay. Well, so at least we've narrowed it down to a few lockers, right?
About 6, I would say. 3,
oh, that's easy.
3 and 3, 12. Actually, 3 and
And
3
they
and
all
3 and
have
3.
locks on them?
Yeah.
What kind of locks?
The padlocks.
Oh, awesome. Okay. Kathy's good at this. Let's go.
Go for it.
I don't suppose your master key has the master lock for all of the locks.
Usually they're personal locks. But that's okay because my lock keys suck because you just got to feel for the click. I do this all the time with my kids. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be saying that on that live. All right, over. How much? What do I go to?
Yeah, I mean, most master locks are not meant to prevent any level of professional break-in.
Yeah. As you're about to grab the first lock, you see the door open and a surgeon comes in.
Shit. Sleep.
I don't know. Were we in there? You were in there. Was I in there? Were we all together?
I'm assuming all of you are together.
Yeah, we didn't say we weren't, so
Yep.
I assume we were together too.
Yep.
Like, oh, cute. Sleep.
Yep. He collapses.
I obfuscated. So now I'm officially obfuscated.
Drag him to the side.
Hold on, let me make sure. Because I have like multiple levels now, and I might as well just do this obfuscating. Give me a second.
You can't pick the locks and be hidden.
Even with 3 levels of obfuscate?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it takes another level to do, or at least in the old version. I don't know how obfuscate works in this one.
But it says no sound louder than...
Yes, but you're interacting with the environment.
Oh, fine.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, I'm going to assume the voice and appearance of a generic person who blends in. So, I'm going to make sure no one
I
can see.
mean, you're not doctors, so none of you are going to blend in. Just letting you know that.
I'm going to take... Pause. I'm going to take this guy's trench coat thingy and put
Trench
it on.
coat. You use doctor as lab coat?
Yes. And his swiper or whatever he uses to get through everything.
Does not have one.
Okay, whatever.
You
But I'm
remember
gonna
that it's all the keys now.
Yeah.
That's fine. Whatever like thing that makes me look more convincing, I put that on real quick.
Doesn't have anything on him. Just the scrubs.
That's fine. Put on the scrubs.
We're stripping him.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, well, in that
the
case,
locks.
And I performed the locks, but now I'm in scrubs.
I guess put this guy in the bathroom so that
Yes.
nobody sees the random naked body right off the bat.
I mean, he has
He's in the
boxers
shower.
on.
Put him in the shower. There's probably a shower in there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there is.
Is
whatever.
he handsome?
He's all right.
I take his boxers. Let's go.
How much to pull a hunger back? I forget.
You would have to make a roll to not slake more than 1 hunger.
Okay.
But you can take 1 hunger from him if you want.
Sure. Yeah. Let's make a roll.
While he's making that roll, can I start doing lockers?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm watching for the door, and I'm going to be outside the door and distract people.
Okay.
All right. What's the roll I need to make?
Composure and resolve.
My roll?
Composure.
You don't need to roll anything.
Oh, good. I was worried.
So 200 though. So. Okay, hold on. I'll get a better time than that. All right, good. Nothing crazy on the hunger dice.
Okay.
So 2 6s. Everything else is 3 3 and 2.
Okay. There
So they didn't even
is
have ID badges?
what?
They didn't even have like ID things to let them know that this was like nothing on their scrubs that was embroidered or anything?
No.
I'm going to save these. I might need them for when I need to pretend to be somebody. Go ahead.
Yep. There's a moment where you take in his blood, and the moment you take that first swallow, there's this sensation that you haven't felt before. It is almost like you've heard of moments where certain kindred have talked about getting this taste of immortal at a pinnacle of their certain humor, and that's not like a joke humor. That's like a blood humor.
Right, sanguine, etc.
Yeah. And you've maybe had an inkling of what a disgracia is like, but you've never actually had it. And now that you're there, it is rough to pull yourself away. Like even licking the wound closed, you have that inkling to kind of lean back in and go for a second. So it takes a bit to pull yourself off.
Okay, I might want to keep an eye on this guy. Look for his name tag, his wallet, or whatever. Fuck.
Well,
He
he's
doesn't.
naked.
Yeah.
Oh right, yeah, we already have it.
I was about to
Right.
say, like, Will tells me there's nobody. I'm pretty sure they had name tags. Will,
No,
at least some
he-
form of name.
Guys,
He probably just
he
came from surgery.
just came out of surgery. There is
Yeah.
nothing he has for you to take from him.
All right, well,
No,
I will take
they
a
don't.
sample of his blood for later. Oh, and I will remember him because
Sure.
yummy.
Wait. Pause. We can also find this dude's like ID in his cubby.
True,
Maybe.
but I think we're
Side quest.
side quest for later. Let's not push our luck and remember we're not supposed to be for too long.
Will, do I find this dude's locker?
Sure.
Yay! What's in it?
So, Carl, your next feeding on a phlegmatic blood type will slake an additional level of hunger.
What's
Okay.
a phlegmatic?
All other blood types are going to slake one fewer, though.
Okay. So, what is it? Is it to 0 or is it a minimum of 1? Out of curiosity.
Minimum of 1.
Okay.
You have to kill to go to 0.
Well, yeah, that's true. But I meant like if it was like I'd say 3 and whatever. I was only taking 1 off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Automatic hunger. We'll give more. We'll give
Yeah.
1 more hunger. Good.
Carl, you know what I'm hearing? You're picky.
Yeah.
Apparently, I've got a taste now.
Yeah.
I'm picking up a taste.
Yeah.
Don't commit to your first pick.
Do you have medicine?
I have 1 medicine.
Okay. Do you want to make an intelligence medicine check?
Me?
No,
Sure.
Carl.
So intelligence 4.
Yep.
That's 1. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
Okay.
Nothing on the hunger die for anything.
Yeah. The phlegmatic blood type is usually attributed to laziness, calmness, being able to control your emotional state, and your difficulties for aspects and dominate are reduced by 1.
Cool.
Yep.
Both of which you have.
Yep. And
Yep.
how long does that last for? Like the
Until the
rest of
next
night,
time.
or-
Until the next time you feed.
next time we feed. Okay.
Yep.
To relook at that stuff. I know we haven't been playing with that for a while.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. But yeah, you find where the Stanton has his stuff, and it's just a log of the cases he's done. There is a set of keys that look like they belong to a car, but nothing else.
I take the log.
Okay.
You want him to know? Okay.
No, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna look through it.
Yeah,
And
it's just
find what I can
surgical
see.
surgical logs.
Surgical logs of people that he's performed surgeries on. And how many of them are vitalities?
None.
And how many of them are males?
Majority. I would say 80%.
Okay. How many of them are white males? There's a reason behind my logic. I'm trying to find disciples.
Probably 90% of them.
Okay. Have we seen old people as being disciples, or are they all young?
You've never hung out with disciples.
I'm asking
We've
ladies.
seen some, though.
Are they older or younger?
What we've seen is younger, I think, right?
Middle-aged,
Young
yeah.
guys? Middle-aged, young guys? Things that would fit the stereotype?
Biker
Yeah.
gang.
Yeah, motorcycle club.
Yeah.
You're right. Of course.
Anything like that?
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, any of the males that you're looking over could fit that type.
Okay, I take out my journal and begin writing down as many names as I possibly can.
Yep.
And then I rip it out. I give it to Ivory, and I'm like, "Hey, give this to Detective Dick."
Well, she's not actually in the room.
Yep.
Oh, sorry.
Remember, she was watching the door. She
forgot about
she
the
walked
door.
out and watched out the door.
I forgot
Yep.
about that. I'm sorry. So I write them down as much as I can.
Yep. Sure.
So biker gangs, can we say it's low socioeconomic types? No. Okay, that's probably racist. I put it back.
A little bit. You gonna
And
take
I
his car
close the
keys?
Please don't tempt me, Will.
I mean,
Please don't tempt me,
you did the motion to take them.
I have a question. Is there
I'm
any other
so tempted. Not my character, but me. It would just be
Question.
fucking funny.
question? Is there anything besides car keys on that ring?
No, it's just the circular key that's the car door, and then the square key for the ignition.
God, I remember that. Jesus.
Yeah. GMC.
No house keys or anything like that?
No house keys.
Is his wallet here?
No. There is
But he
no
just went into
wallet.
surgery.
It's just the car keys.
I'm debating on taking the car keys. I take them.
Yep.
I close it.
Such a douche continue move. No reason for it.
I want to see if there's anything in his car.
It's
Like,
fair.
can I-
No, we have to find the car. It's not like we can sit there and go click, click, click.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. Have fun finding
Keys
that
do
car.
have what kind of car it is. So that's
Yeah,
something.
in a hospital. I mean, yeah, it would
Yeah.
go down to a few
It is
hundreds.
midnight
Yeah.
also.
Yeah,
so.
GMC.
And
Fair,
positions
fair,
have a specialized parking lot. I know this for a fact. They do have a
Mhm.
specialized parking lot.
fair, fair.
Yeah.
And at midnight, there's only X amount of physicians on call.
That's fair, fair.
So we might be able to find it. I want to check out his car. All right. I'm done. Oh, Carl, do you want me to find your person's thing?
Sure.
They
Did I
don't know about that, but
Did I? In any of the lockers, did I find that other dude's ID?
Not the ones that you opened. No.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, just curious. This would be fun. But now I know somebody tastes very nice here.
You guys come
Second
out?
question. Yeah. So wait, one last question. Does it have tonight surgery on it? The
No.
little thing that I wrote down. No.
No.
Okay, cool. I hand it over. I rip it out and I hand it to Ivory. I have Detective Dick do his thing.
Okay.
It has the names,
Oh.
the ages. It has the names, the birthdays, the ages, which is all part of the surgical history. Whenever you have a file, it's usually the person's name, their age, and their birthday, which should be enough to do a background check to find out if these guys are part of disciples or not.
Ah. Oh, Carl, you have a little something.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about
That
that.
was you got to do it slowly, though. There you go.
Yeah. There you go.
Did you find anything else?
Very
I held up
tasty.
the car keys. I held up the car keys. Anyone want to go for a joyride?
Never found such a tasty mortal before.
Really?
That was, and yeah, that was new.
Anyone want to go for a joyride?
Like a fizzy pop from
He's
the
gonna
old
know
days.
someone stole his keys.
I'm gonna drop him right by his car. Looks like he dropped off his pocket.
Okay.
Let's hope he doesn't have psychometry. Oh.
Not touching the keys.
Yep.
Let's go.
So
So
takes you about a better part of half an hour, but you find the car.
I rummage through the car.
It's got extra set of clothing. There is a wallet in the glove compartment, but it's not for Eugene Stanton.
Who's it for?
Some other guy, fake name.
write that down.
No.
No shit.
On the paper with the
Oh.
Yeah.
Has a picture of a face you've never seen before.
Is it different than the one that
Then
we knew
both of
about?
them. Both of them.
Okay, so that's a third. Okay.
Yep.
But birthday, address, all that stuff.
Mhm. Yep.
Hey.
Take down the license plate of the car.
Yeah.
Yep.
He was born 1960.
Sure.
Of course, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Anything else in the car?
He's only 25. Okay.
Yep.
Mm.
What about the trunk?
Trunk is mostly empty. It looks like there's a tarp has been laid down.
Can I smell blood?
Very faint, but yeah. You also smell cleaning supplies, clean solution, and hickory.
Hickory.
Mm-hmm.
Fire? Like fiery?
Yeah.
He's burning bodies.
Mm.
Is there any arson cans? Or gasoline?
No. There is no proof of any crime in his car.
I'm not looking for proof of crime. Alright. Anything... We went through the glove box.
Mhm.
Anything under the seats?
No, loose change.
I grabbed the
fallen.
loose change.
Yep.
I gave it to Carl. I said, this is how you can be able to track it.
Sure.
Things that are fun. Nothing major. You know, there's
Okay.
a couple business cards.
I jot down the name on the business cards.
It's the same name as the license.
And what does he say he is?
A private practitioner.
Oh, so another doctor.
Another doctor. But this is a what's it called? A pediatrician.
Oh, this guy's fucking kids.
That's a
Well,
lead.
fucking, but certainly eating.
That's a
I
lead.
go more for eating than fucking, but yeah.
And is it a local
Would you know
hospital
that?
or local? Well, I mean, there'd be an address.
Yeah, it's in Kaiser.
Cool, I'm just gonna take the business card. Let's go. Actually, probably not that. Wait, I jotted it down, then I put it back. And I put everything back the way it was.
Sure.
Alright, cool.
And then drop the keys.
So I'm gonna walk 6 steps away from the car, drop the keys, make it look like maybe he's walking, they fell out of his pocket. Is there any way I can get rid of my scent on things?
No.
Okay, cool.
Your scent is the least that you should worry about.
Awesome, let's go.
True.
Okay.
I will remind Carl that Eugene Stanton is a Tremere.
Right, which means he has Auspex and blood sorcery.
Mhm.
So he can do the same thing to us that we've done a little bit to him.
Mhm.
So
But, oh, I'm not, I'm good, don't worry.
you say that.
It lasts for 24 hours.
What, the Trail of
The smell
Prey?
is nothing. Yeah.
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 And
That's what I'm going to use.
Mhm. You're giving him ideas, guys. Anyway.
I was not going to use Trail of Prey.
No, I was thinking of something else.
There's worse things in my pocketbook.
Oh yes. We have a relatively new Tremere.
Mm-hmm.
He is a very old Tremere.
Correct.
Got it.
But yeah, where are you guys going next? It's about 1:30, almost 2 o'clock.
Is there anywhere you'd like us to drop you? To Kathy.
No. I like to go back.
Wait, were we supposed to go into like HR files and stuff to check, see if he's got any nurses or something running around?
Yes.
Assistants. Something.
Yeah, the surgery logs always had the nurses on hand, but they were all different. There was never the same nurse, unless it was attached to a specific day.
So like Mondays this chick works or that guy works. Yeah. All right. Gotta be away. He's in the hospital. Well, we can always Google the security guard or dominate the security guard to tell us when he comes in.
Yeah, I'm keeping quite a few ghouls right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm trying to think. So we know he's working with Devil Disciples from what Ivory told us. I'm trying to think of how you could get the information for the other people. I wonder. Is there any way to tell? No, this isn't Kaiser, so it's different. No, I don't think so. He impersonates doctors. I was wondering if there's any other doctors he impersonated.
I mean, Frank False name from the fucking license. That's a pediatrician. Is the other
That's
doctor.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He seems to be impersonating doctors. So I was wondering where else he has.
Set up identities at the very least. We don't know if she's taking over somebody else's.
Okay. That's all I can think of.
All right.
I don't know. All right. We got information here.
We got keys. We got at least some level of movement to the hospital.
How do we find out, like, how long someone's been a doctor? Is that something?
The medical
that, like-
board would have that information, but they wouldn't be open unless there's a malpractice suit.
Yeah, I mean, it would depend because like it's not the now. Like right now, almost all that's freely available.
Google it.
Yeah, but you have to go to the bloody board or submit a letter or something.
Yep.
Well, we know he's relatively new to this hospital. And he was Kaiser. So my question is, what other hospitals has he been at? And does it have a tri-area effect of Devil's? Like, is he still within the radius of a Devil's Disciples gang? Because they all have, like, I'm assuming turf?
The Devil's Disciples have been hanging out in West Salem more than anything. The Free Souls have moved into the city proper.
Okay. All right. That's all I got.
Yep.
Anyone else?
Ideas at the moment.
So here's a thought, and this would be when they're back in the car, not anywhere else.
If you're heading back to the car, Billy does have a message that he got while you were in the hospital.
All right.
What's
that?
Green wants you to talk to Marcus. Marcus apparently told him that he's had chunks of time missing.
Who's Marcus?
Marcus Bradley. He owns,
okay, there we go.
He owns the Albatross.
Yeah, Albatross dude.
But
Yeah,
is
thin
he-
blood.
Oh
Oh,
boy.
he's cool.
No, he's a thin
Yeah.
blood.
He's a thin blood.
Mm.
That's different than a ghoul.
Yeah.
Huh.
He's
Okay.
also a primogen.
Right. Also,
Right. That's right. Oh, that's
Mm-hmm.
okay. Okay. Head over to the albatross.
But you wanted to,
while
you
we're
wanted
going,
to, yeah.
while we're going, if this has to do with the devil's disciples and all of that, do we want to contact Andreas? That's his name, right?
Yeah, Andreas Barker.
Yeah.
He's a Free Souls.
We know that he's leader of the Free Souls. Do we want to let him know about this and what we saw the other night?
Not yet.
I think we need more info.
I mean,
What are you gonna tell him? That we're losing time? And
no, not about that. That's a different.
Oh.
That's a different thing. No, about Stanton and the attack that one of his people went in and shot up some devil's disciples.
Yeah, but
and that Stanton was there. And he's been working on devil's disciples, so that's a little
We
iffy
don't know
there.
that.
And
I only know he's been working on one. It could be a coincidence. I want to see, before we go to Andreas, I want to see how many disciples he's worked on. He said that there wasn't a lot of fatalities, but I definitely want to get information on these people and see what they went through their surgical experience. Because even though there's no like fatalities,
how are
they
you
could
going to
be-
find that out?
I point to the paper. Your person's going to do me a background check, right? So I have their address. And then I'm going to go in sneaky and look around.
Well, if they're devil's disciples, then they're going to be that sneaky is going to be very dangerous.
Ivory, you care. No, but on a serious note, we just the sneaky, I'm not worried about.
Or do
We're
we
good.
want to drop that in their lap instead of us doing it? I don't know.
And say what? That this dude's working on Devil's Disciples. He was there. He was present. What Andre's gonna be like? Yay! Less people to worry about.
Less people to worry about.
He's the leader of the
No.
Free Souls, right? The other people.
Yes.
So the rival gang.
Yes, but if this Stanton is working on the devil's disciples and working for them, then that puts him on their plate. Because they're having a gang war between the two. Ish.
That's if Andreas knows that this dude fine.
I don't know. It's just a thought. We could send a message over there.
We know that he's working on, he's performing surgery on people. Do we know that he's like doing anything to them other than just?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Don't know.
All right, just making sure I didn't notice anything.
But that's what I'm trying to say. We should get more information on that and then present it. We don't really know what's happened. These people could be random, generic people. He could be living an everyday life, masquerading as a psychotic, killer.
Yes, I believe that is what he is doing.
Yes. So you don't know if he's doing anything during surgery. I would like to find out first.
Right.
Okay.
What happened to the ivory that used to keep information close to the desk? I'm just curious.
I have a lot on my desk right now. Yes. And I'd like to possibly get some of it off. But
I'll make you a deal. When Benjamin comes with information, you can send that same information to Andreas. It should take him less than a day. You can have dual packets.
Well, we'll see. But yeah. All right, so we get to the albatross.
Yeah. And as you pull up to the albatross, you see that they're in the process of closing down. That their Marcus is already starting to kick out some of the more belligerent students. And we will pick up with the conversation next time.
All right.
So thank you guys for coming back for this.
Of course, it's been too long.
Yay!
Yeah, it has. And slowly but surely we'll get back to our regular schedule. As always, I want to give you guys a chance to plug whatever you're into, as I've been slowly trying to get back into the rhythm of intros and outros, and I forgot to let my players plug their stuff for 7C. So, Kathy, do you have anything new that you want to plug? No? Okay. Carl, what do you got going on?
Nothing right now. We're working on some stuff in the background. I'll let you know when I get that going again.
Okay.
Thinking of potentially doing Lego builds online.
Okay.
Because I've been getting into that.
Yeah,
Been getting
that's
into
hot.
that again. Yeah, I'll tell you a story about it later, but
Okay.
it's been a fun thing Brandon got me into again.
Okay. And Ivory, what do you got going on?
Oh, just some dice.
Yeah, and I remember that I do have a command to bring them up. Yep.
Yes, pretty dice.
Pretty dice.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm still making dice. I have my Etsy shop. There's not a lot on right now. I'm about to go somewhere that's I'm gonna be selling them physically, and then whatever I have left after that, I'll put more up.
Okay.
So
Just
there's still some up there. But
Yeah.
yeah. I even made eyeball, like
I saw.
googly eye dice.
Oh,
I
neat.
saw. Yeah. I might have a special order coming up for you once everything calms down and you have time for that kind of thing. But yeah, as always, thank you guys. Thank you to the audience members that came with us for this journey. There's a lot less action on this side of things, you know. The anarchs are running around setting things on fire, and you guys are like trying to solve a murder mystery. Which what a 180 of energy.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
Brains
Yep.
versus thought.
Yeah. But as always, I want you guys to know that we do take mental health on the channel very seriously, so please take care of yourselves. If you're watching live, there are phone numbers going up in the Twitch chat. They'll be in the description box if you're watching on YouTube later. If you're not in the United States or you don't do well with phone calls, findthehelpline.com is a link that's also up in the chat box, and they will be up in the description box for YouTube. To help you find the resources near you or that can accommodate to your needs. If you're not one of those people that likes to talk on the phone, I know that I have started to like it less and less. I see a phone call come in, I'm just like, nope, don't have the spoons for that. Not today, Satan. So just know that there are resources out there that'll accommodate for you. So please, remember that it's okay to not be okay. As always, Mondays are going to be for Vampire the Masquerade, slowly but surely. Tuesdays will be for Werewolf of the Wild West or Legend of the Five Rings. There's no game for the rest of this week. So just be aware. We'll be back next week with Werewolf on Tuesday. And Thursdays are for Old Gods of Appalachia or 7th Sea. If you want to catch me over McStabber Studios on Wednesdays, you can. Right now we're in our second season of Changeling the Dreaming, and I have come to understand the game a little bit better, having been able to play it now, and I absolutely love it. Highly recommend you check that out. It's a fun romp. But as always, thank you guys. Please be safe, take care of yourselves, and we will see you when we see you. Have a good night, guys. Bye.
Yes.